Well, welcome back everyone to Data Science for Everyone. Today we're going to be looking at deploying Bokeh apps to DigitalOcean. Let's get started. So in the last video, we actually went about creating a small streaming application. I'm going to go on and open that up real quick so that we can kind of show you guys what we've been working on. And again, it's just a basic streaming app once I find it. Let's see here. What did I wind up calling? All right, you know what? We'll just do a search. Here it is. So my Bokeh streaming example. I'm going to go on and load this really quickly so that you guys can kind of see what it looked like. And we're going to be putting this up, as I said, on a Bokeh. We'll set it up on a server. Okay, so this will be kind of like any basic server application that you've wanted. So we're going to serve, show here, and then it was, whoops, I need to actually get into the actual, let me see here. It was under my desktop and it was under Bokeh project. So let's do Bokeh serve here, show, and we want Bokeh streaming example. We'll run this and it should open up for us here in just a second. And let me pull it. It opened up on a different screen here. So let me pull it down here. So here you can see that what this is actually doing is doing a little bit of just some randomized random walk data. Okay, it's going to be simulating maybe like stock prices or something else. Again, it should be able to switch up and restart the streaming process again. So thinking about this is you've connected to any streaming API in the past, and so we're going to have this up on a website today. And again, I'm just doing the basics of everything, okay? So again, we can do more complex stuff later on if you guys want, just ask. But we're going to, let me cancel this, we'll clear that. So we're going to be putting this up onto a server. So first off, if you guys don't have one, go on and make a DigitalOcean account. It's about $5 a month or something like that is the plan that I would be using for this. It's the cheapest, and I think that first time you sign in, I think you even get like 100 minutes for free. So if you guys want to test stuff out, again, you don't necessarily have to do it on DigitalOcean. You can do it on anywhere. We're not sponsored by them in any way. But I'm just wanting you guys just to kind of see what we're working on. Okay, so I'm going to go on and sign in. And again, I'm assuming that you guys have gone on and signed in and put in your credit card information, all of that stuff. So we're going to go on and start up a droplet. Okay, and this is kind of like their basic instances. We are going to pick Ubuntu. Okay, and again, you can see here, you can pick all different types you want, but I'm just going to do all the basics today. I want their basic plan, which is basic CPU. I'm going to do the regular Intel SSD. I'm going to do this $5 a month. So again, it's like 0.07 cents an hour. And you can see here, I've over the past couple days, I've only racked up oh, sorry, you guys can't see that even. I've only racked up like 3 cents here just because I've just been playing around and practicing with different sets of items. And again, you can pick all these different types of items here. But again, we're going to go on and do this cheap $5 a month. And let's see here. All right, so block storage, we don't need anything. We're just going to do the basic data center. All of this, we're going to let it be basic. We're going to have it create us a password. And I already have something set up here. And again, yeah, I can just show it to you guys because I will delete this before you guys see it. So make sure and put in a password, follow all their instructions. And we can choose a host name. Here it just kind of puts in some random information on there. But since we are making a Bokeh streaming app example, that's what I'm just going to call it. Okay, is a Bokeh streaming app example. I'm not going to put in any tags or anything else in it because again, honestly, I'm just going to put this up for today and then that's it. enable backups. Again, I don't really want to pay for anything extra right now since this is just an example for you guys. I'm going to go on and create my DigitalOcean, and this may take a couple minutes for it to go on and create this up. Now, one other thing that you may want to look at, and again, I'm not going to deal with it today, okay, but is looking at putting in an SSL certificate, okay, to make sure that everything is secure. So if people come to your website, it's not going to get this big red thing saying, warning, this isn't a secure site. Again, you guys will see that here shortly. So again, you can see here that now we have our droplet made. It's going to be at this IP address, and that's what we're going to be playing with a little bit today. So again, you guys can add your own domain if you guys have your own domain or anything else that you want to. And again, at the end of the day, you can destroy everything. And now you will constantly be charged for this, okay, if you don't destroy it, okay? So I'm going to say that now. So if you have anything that you want to back up, back it up and then delete it if you don't want to be charged. You can even, if I click on here, and let me get rid of my face. Here you can see that you can turn it off, but again, if I click this here, you can say you can turn it off, but you're still going to, again, if for securing data integrity, all of this stuff, you need to make sure that, again, you will be still billed. All right, so I'm just saying that just as a thing. Don't, just be forewarned. Okay, so let's go on and get started with what we need to do now. So in order for us to access our IP address, and we want to access and set up our Bokeh application on the Unix, the Linux server here, we actually need to go on and know a little bit about the command line, okay? Because we need to actually securely access our server and everything that we're going to be putting stuff in. So I'm going to go on and open up a server here, and I'm going to zoom in a lot so you can see here. And so what we're going to do today is, the first thing is SSH, okay, and I actually am just going to put it in as the root, okay, and then at here, and I believe I already saved that. This is the IP address that it gave me. I'm going to hit enter, and then it's asking me if I'm sure I want to. Yes. And let me zoom out just a wee bit. Okay, and then it's going to be asking me for the password. Now I have my password saved over here somewhere. Let me find it. Whoops. Okay, and actually let me go in and close this too, because I know that it'll bog stuff down if I don't. All right, hold on. Okay, and so let me pull this back up, hit enter. I've put in my password, and here and now you can see here that I am currently in. Oh, let me just make this full screen here. I'm in the Unix environment. I'm actually connected to the server. So there are a couple things that we're going to need to do and install while we are here. And let me actually just get rid of my face there. There we go. So first off, we actually need to, we're going to be doing everything in the root directory. So just do cd / here. And if I do pwd, we can see here that we're now in the root directory. ls, you can see that we have all of our bins and everything else, all of our major files that we need in here. So first thing that we're going to need to do is sudo app get update. Okay, if you don't do this, it's not going to find any of the things that we're going to need to install. So we're going to need to install pip in here, and then we'll also need to use pip in order to install Bokeh and a virtual environment. So everything is updated there. So now let's go sudo app get install here, and we want python 3-pip. Yes, I want to install. And again, this all installs relatively fast here. If you have a slow internet connection, again, since you are running everything, it may take it a little while to do, but don't worry about it. Okay, just have faith in the process that it'll work. And I'll speed up time here a little bit while it's processing. Okay, so it's finally finished and updating everything and installing pip. So now we can actually go about doing pip install Bokeh, and we also want virtual env, so for virtual environment. And again, what we'll do is we'll actually create up a virtual environment. A lot of people will maybe create up a virtual environment on their own machine and then upload it. But again, I'm just doing it here because, again, we only really have to install, actually we need to install Bokeh. I didn't really need to reinstall Bokeh, but I wanted to at least show you guys how to use a virtual machine. So the first thing is let's make a directory here, and we'll put this on options, and we want to make an environment. Okay, so envs is for our environments. And then we want to create a virtual environment here under OPT, our environments, and I'm just going to call this one, you know what, let's call it Bokeh dash virtual. Okay, so that'll be our virtual environment. Now, if we want to go on and activate said environment, we'll do dot space OPT. We want our environments. We want virtual, environments. We want the Bokeh virtual bin / activate. Okay, hit enter, and then now if you see here, we have this Bokeh virtual here, so we're actually in our Bokeh environment, and let's go on and pip install Bokeh, so then we actually have it inside of where we need it to be installed in. And again, this should automatically install all of the necessary, well, it's going to install everything. Now, one more thing, let's just make sure. I went here and this is the file, so we have here Bokeh, we have datetime, math, and NumPy. Again, NumPy will be installed with Bokeh, so then we don't need to install anything besides Bokeh here. All right, so we have everything now currently set up. And the last thing that we need to do is get this streaming, Bokeh streaming example.py to our server. Okay, and we want to put it, if I go here and I do ls, this is, again, this is, I still have it currently open in my terminal. We want to put it, if I hit ls here, again, notice here that there's no files in here. We want to actually create up a file here. Now, two different things you can do. If you want to type it all out on here, you can. I don't suggest you do that. Do it on your local machine, okay? And then, as we're going to do now, okay, so we have it on our local machine. I'm going to go on and open up this my terminal here, so then we can also have multiple terminals open. Come on, all the way up. And so then what we're wanting to do here is we're going to use a secure file transfer protocol, so SFTP. All right, and we are going to, again, do root at, oh, and I don't have that, so I need to go over here, and I'm going to grab my my IP, put it back in here, hit enter. It's going to ask me for my password, and then I will go on and type in the password here, and then we will go on and upload or put what we want in sorry, I had to focus a little bit on that. Okay, so now we are connected to our, we're connected to our Linux server now, okay? So I'm going to clear this. And again, what I'll do is I'll do ls here, so you can see it is currently, that file is not in here. If I go over here now and we want to transfer a local file, okay? So this bokeh streaming example .py. Okay, that's what we want to transfer. So we need to put, okay, and then you need to give the whole line in there. And I should, for example, do something. Let me actually pull up the full. Where did I put it? Actually, you know what? Let me just see if. Let's put up the full thing. All right, hold on. Let me grab it real quick. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab up another iTerm. All right, and let's see here. CD desktop. We want our bokeh projects, and so PWD here. You can see that this. Oh, that is really small for you guys, but I'll just grab this really quickly, and you can see. So this is the directory that I want to grab. Okay, so I'm putting this directory, and I want this file. So bokeh streaming example.py, and I'm putting it onto the server. So this is whatever your local file is, you're putting it onto the server. So if I run that now, okay, and if I look in here now, ls, whoops, give it a second. So let me clear this, ls, uh-oh. Oh, okay. So we accidentally put it, I sent it to the wrong location. Okay, so here I actually put it I just sent it directly to the server. I didn't put it inside of the root directory. So I want to move it to the root directory. So let me just show you guys what we would do here. So you do cd, okay, and then we actually are if we do ls here, notice now we are actually there. So let's go on and, whoops, put, I don't want snap, I want users, Markham Read, desktop, bokeh project, bokeh streaming example.py. We'll put it, and now again I'll pull this back up so that we can see it, and now it should be in there. Okay, so now we see that we have this bokeh streaming example.py right here. So now the big thing, okay, is for us to actually start the server, okay, the bokeh server, so that we can actually access it online. So let's go on and do that. So bokeh, and we're doing this in the exact same way that we normally do. So bokeh serve -- show, okay, and then we need, our bokeh streaming example.py, and then there's a key thing that we have to do here, okay, to allow for the WebSocket to work. So allow -WebSocket -origin is equal to all. Now we run this, and whoops, it did not like. Oh, whoops, I misspelled origin in there. All right, so origin. There we go. Okay, so now our bokeh server is running, and it is running at the port 5000. Now, here's the thing. It's saying the local host, okay? Well, we're not technically there. So let me go over to here, and I'm going to post that in, and I want to grab our IP, and instead of local host in here, I'm going to post in that IP address and hit enter, and it is up and streaming for us. Okay, so now we can see that we are currently streaming our server. Everything seems to be working quite well. Now we can go on and let's double check to see if this changes. It should restart. All right, so now it's streaming back our data, and this is again currently on our bokeh streaming server at that particular address that we've set up. Now again, if for example you have your own website or anything else, you can just add in your domain, okay? And then that would be your domain at that Bokeh streaming example. So this is going to be the conclusion of creating up and developing some Bokeh web apps. Again, you can do this also with Flask. You can do it with a lot of other things. It's going to be done basically in the same way. So then, you can have it embedded directly into your website or whatnot. Again, guys, I hope you guys like this. Please comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.